at Mandalay Bay. And you were that when that shooting took place, when that fucking psychopath unloaded on all those people at the concert, you were there.
Yeah, I was on the stage, man. It was crazy. I was
Really?
Yeah, so I used to play baseball with Jake Owen, the country singer, and he invited me out to this concert, and I was like, okay, cool, show up, watch him perform, and then went into his trailer for a bit, and he's like, hey, you want to listen to Jason Aldean? I was like, yeah, cool, let's go. So we go up on the stage, and then, I don't know, man, I was like 3 minutes in, it sounded like firecrackers going off, and then they cut the music, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's gunshots, because I had been downrange. And it's not like a typical gunshot, right? Like when you're downrange of a bullet, it sounds like a whip crack. It's got like a very distinct sound. And so in the military, I'd had bullets going over my head. So I don't know, man, immediately clicked. I was like, oh, fuck, that's gunshot. So we took off. And yeah, it was fucking craziness. I ran to this cop car and I was like trying to get this shotgun out. It was like one of those nightmares where you have a gun and you can't like pull the trigger. Well, there was a gun and I had all these keys and I couldn't get it unlocked. And I was like trying every fucking key.
You're trying to get a gun to go back in?
Well, it was just like right out front. So if this was the concert, we ran out the back and the cop car was like literally right there at the gate. And, I couldn't get this fucking shotgun out of there to save my life. I actually have a video of the whole thing. It was like 5.5 minutes. My buddy, who was a surf photographer, he just started filming. And it was crazy, dude. Like bullets were literally like hitting right next to us, and people were getting shot. I mean, it was nuts.
Oh, damn, man!
Wow,
There's a lot of stuff, right?
No, it was nuts. I remember the day that guy he went in there for 7 days at Mandalay Bay, right? He did you ever watch what that guy did?
It was weird, man. They like swept that whole thing under the rug. I feel like I never really got the full story.
He went in there, I think, don't quote me on this, but he went, I guess, in and out. He stayed there for a long period of time. And what he'd do is bring suitcases up, and every day he just kept stocking ammo and kept stocking guns in that apartment. And then, or not that apartment, that floor at Mandalay, which I think is no longer. I think they just got rid of the whole entire floor. And then, yeah, I mean, you were there for it. It was some scary shit. Did you aid and assist in any of the people was it just it was a madhouse, right?
We took 2 girls to the hospital. And then I went and got a gun and came back. But it was funny because on the way back, I called my police chief and I was like, hey, on the way to the hospital, I called my police chief and I asked him, I was like, hey, can I go back? Can I bring a gun? And I don't know why I didn't think of this, but he's like, no. He's like, if you show up there with a gun, he's like, the cops are going to shoot you. And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm glad I didn't get that shotgun.
Were you a cop at that time still, or no?
Yeah.
You were not anymore?
I was, yeah.
Because they didn't know. No, you didn't know. So when you heard all the pop, 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 and you probably obviously saw people laying there bleeding out or whatnot, you didn't know where the bullets were coming from,
yeah,
right?
Nobody considered a shooter in a hotel. Like, we all thought it was like multiple shooters walking through the fucking place, like mowing people down, like Columbine style. So I don't think anybody even considered the possibility that some guy was in a fucking hotel room. Because I was like out there, after the shoot, so I went and got a gun, came back, and I was doing like some, shit with the first responders. And I heard the cops, like nobody knew they were calling out multiple shooters. They didn't know where from. There was like some guy, dead on Las Vegas Boulevard that was like, a mile away. So nobody knew. And they're like storming the Hooters Hotel. And I don't think until much later people even knew.
Yeah, he ended up killing himself. I think that's what it was. And the police all came up there. He killed himself before.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, when you say it got swept on the rug, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I have a video of it. And the video that I have, it looks like there's somebody shooting from like the 8th floor. So I don't know,
Well,
and it sounded like multiple gunshots.
Of a conspiracy or like a false flag type shit?
No conspiracy there.
I don't know. I mean, I could show you the video.
No, people died. We obviously know that.
Yeah,
it's obviously a tragedy, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, I have a video and it looked like somebody was shooting from the 8th floor. So, yeah.
They found the guy. I mean, they went up and the cops raided the Mandalay when they first found him there. It was higher up in the 8th floor, I think. But when they went in the room, he was dead, and all the shit that he had brought up over the course of, because they had surveillance tapes when they went in and they see him in the video. He's bringing 2 bags up, going to his room. He went down to gamble for an hour, then went back to his car, had a car drop off, unloaded more stuff. It was like a long, like planned out,
yeah, of course,
thing.